Good morning. Welcome to the Parenting Versus podcast. So it's been a little bit. I think the last podcast that's on our feed is the Robot Moms of Albuquerque. So, yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking at memes about first world problems.
Yeah.
That's how I wake up in the morning.
I just read one this morning about first world problems. I can't remember what it was, but...
Yeah, I've been contemplating and pondering that issue in my brain all week. So I've been kind of like trying to identify within myself what first world problems I make a problem that aren't actually a problem. I think it's easy to call other people on it. But I also think I need to examine myself and identify the things that I say that other people might look at and be like, whoa, Lindsay, first world problems. Bleh, I can't talk.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of just thinking about that and like, what kind of birds are those?
Those are crows.
Gross.
Crows are beautiful. They're
Yeah.
smart, too.
I know they're smart. That's what scares me about them.
I think they're
Anyway,
beautiful birds.
Haven't you seen the birds?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think that, I don't know, birds are amazing. Like, I even like condors and vultures. Like, a lot of people don't like them because they're scavengers for whatever reason and they have bald heads. I think they're amazing creatures.
You know, at the zoo,
Mm-hmm.
at the Albuquerque Zoo, there's that, it's like the vulture bridge thing.
Yep.
And you can walk across this bridge and there's like vultures all around you in a cage.
And vulture poop everywhere.
Yeah, and that just like creeps me the hell out. I'm always like, nope, not going on that bridge. Not going to do it.
What that vulture knows is that one day you are going to die.
It's just waiting for me to drop dead on the bridge.
Yeah, hoping.
So I can be dinner, and it's so gross. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross.
It's just waiting for the inevitable.
It's like maybe if I wait at this bridge long enough, one of these tasty little sacks of meat is going to drop dead right
Little.
here.
Man, I would feed a lot of vultures.
Oh, gross. Well, this went really morbid really quickly. That is definitely not a first world problem. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's a problem in some places, though.
I don't want to I just got like literal like shivers. Ugh, like heebie-jeebies and everything.
There's an eagle. I think it's an eagle, some type of raptor in Africa that will hunt turtles. Or maybe it's some type of shelled creature. I'm not sure. I saw it on a BBC nature show. But it picks them up and it can't get to them through the shell. So what it does is it picks them up and it gets high in the sky and soars. And it precisely drops it on these like rocks to crack it alive.
Gosh,
and
like
then
a coconut?
Like a coconut.
Okay.
Just cracks it in half and then you have a dead turtle there and you can just pick the meat out of it and eat it.
Okay, so anyway.
And owls usually have...
Good Lord, what are you doing?
Owls usually have 2 hatchlings, but sometimes there's a third. And if there's a third, it's really weak. And the 2 stronger hatchlings will usually eat the third, weaker owl.
Can you imagine that conversation?
Yeah,
like
Mom doesn't care.
in the nest, they're like, hey, remember that time we ate our brother? Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. It's a good thing owls don't care.
Oh, owls don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to steer this a different direction because now I'm thoroughly disgusted.
So first world problems, what kind of first world problems were you dealing with?
My Google Home not working during the day the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just want to watch Netflix. I was getting really upset about it. And then I was like, this is stupid. I could read a book. I could go outside. I could do a lot of other things. Like, why am I making this a problem?
Yeah.
So there was that. And then, like, I don't know. I mean, that was kind of the one that stuck with me mostly. Was like, oh, I'm
The
so
Google Home.
irritated. Yeah, and then I was at Target, and I was walking around with Juliet, and we were just like kind of dilly-dallying, killing time before her gymnastics class because we had like an hour. I didn't want to go back home because, you know, 3-year-olds, if you go back home, there's always that temptation for them to just get naked and run around the house. So you have to contain it So I was like, let's go to Target for an hour and walk around so you don't feel the urge to just like strip down and make me have to work double hard today. And so I was looking at like I don't even remember what like candles, I think. This was like a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, candles. I was looking at candles and I was smelling all of them and I was like, there's so many choices. Why is this so hard? There's just so many choices. And I'm like, that is so stupid that I'm even like thinking about this. Like, oh no, there's so many scented candles. Which one am I going to get? Like, that is probably the epitome of a stupid problem to have. So I don't know. Just little things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so here's where I think that, yeah, people say first world problems and you look down on people who are having first world problems and all this other stuff. Like, yeah,
we all do.
You're whatever. But I don't know. I think there should be some balance. Like, yeah, you shouldn't complain about the stupid things.
Uh-huh.
But there are things in our lives that cause stress, and maybe that's where reflection is good. Like, you can step back and say, okay, like, why does this stress me out?
Yeah.
Does this need to stress me out? Is this necessary for survival? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's, like, life adds stress no matter where you are, no matter what demographic you're in, income bracket, part of the world. Like, you have your stressors because that's just part of being human, I guess. Maybe some compassion should be given some places, but, like, some things are ridiculous for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to go into detail, but, like, there was a situation that happened earlier this week, and I maybe vocalized my dislike for the way somebody was handling their stress. Because it seemed very petty and silly to me. And then it goes along with that hashtag blessed scenario. And I was just like, oh, spare me, please. But by the same token, I have to remember, like,
we all
maybe
have
that stress is very real to them.
Yeah.
So
we all have these things that are stressful, that are ridiculous. And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, parents, if you're listening, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mentioned too, like, I was stressing about which phone operating system I was using because I was thinking about privacy. I was it's very complex. Like, my mind was thinking about, like, well, I have an Apple Watch, like, but even if I don't have the Apple Watch, it still tracks my steps and it motivates me to be active. And Lindsay has an iPhone, so the iMessage is more secure. It's end-to-end encrypted, like all this other stuff. Like,
I need to start stressing out about a better razor to use on my legs because apparently the one I used last night didn't
anyways,
work.
Like that, to me, that was really real stress.
Yeah.
But to you, it's fucking stupid. And anytime I mentioned an iPhone or an Android or a phone, like, I'm thinking about this is on my mind, it really bothered you.
Yeah.
So, and then on the flip side, the things that stress you out, sometimes I'm wondering, like, why does that stress you out?
Yeah.
I don't get that. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that was like my... Here's another example of a really fucking stupid stress thing. Oh, here comes a kid.
That's fine. This is the Parenting Versus podcast. Which one will win this episode?
Yeah. So I am renting a little tiny retail space with a couple of other...
Here, Juju, here's a unicorn.
Like, artists here in Albuquerque. And
you have to go in there, though.
I'll wait.
Can I play something on your
Nope.
phone?
Remember, you lost it.
Guys,
You got in trouble.
I'm always the one that gets in trouble. They try to get me in trouble,
It's not
and
you.
it works.
It's not you versus them. It's the decisions you're making. Luke.
No. Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
Please. You
Okay.
said
I'm going to try something. If this doesn't work, we're going to pause. Hey, Luke, you can tell Google to watch a Jurassic World video on the living room TV. Okay. We're going to take a pause.
Yep.
Can you cancel the 30-minute one? Because it doesn't.
Okay, we're back. Those are the delicate finger pickings of Jeff Omidvaron, who is
His
in.
little soft, supple baby fingers.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding, Jeff. You don't have baby fingers.
He's enjoying Portland, Oregon right now. So that's good. I'll be right back.
I don't
I'm
know
going
why
to
I
cancel a
said
timer.
that. That was super creepy, actually. Yeah, so I don't know. Our kid's in the kitchen trying to figure out Google Home timers, and he's having some first world problems right now.
Yeah.
He's like, cancel the timers.
Right.
It's not working.
There's things that are ridiculous, I think, like first world problems. People have so much privilege that these things that are stressful shouldn't be stressful. But there are things that are real, too.
Like I was going to say before we were so eloquently interrupted by children. Surprise. Was like, so I have this little retail space, which I'm thankful for, and I'm lucky to have, and I get that not everybody gets that opportunity, and so that in itself is privilege. But I was like stressing about my display the other day, like dreaming about it, stressing about it, which is like the dumbest thing. And I'm like, there's a gap.
It's
And I
not
need
dumb
to
though.
put
That's
something
what's
there. I'm like, what am I gonna put there? What's gonna look nice? And I like overthought about it, and I was just like, this is so dumb, Lindsay. Just put a bowl there and put the jewelry in it. Like nobody cares. Like I'm the only person that cares about this. Like I don't know, but it's a stupid thing. It's a stupid thing to stress about. Like it shouldn't even be something I think about. Like it shouldn't even take up brain space, you know?
But it does, and we go through life. We all have our individual like situations, and
Yeah.
I just think I don't know. I had a thought and I lost it. Never mind. Take a drink.
So speaking of drinking games, we haven't talked about that in a while. We were
Well,
watching.
I'm not drinking.
I know. I'm only drinking wine with the neighbor.
I'm not drinking anything.
Yeah, I had a really stressful day the other day, and I took my half a bottle of wine that I had on my counter, and I walked to my neighbor's house across the street because she and I tend to have a glass of wine together. Tend to. Yes, we are in the same boat with children, and on a bad day, usually it's like me going to their house or she comes here and we have a glass of wine and just kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and that was refreshing and necessary. Thank you, Amanda, for that, because it was wonderful and much needed. But yeah, the other day, last night, I'm sorry, back to that. We were watching John Wick, and I was like, there's got to be like a drinking game that goes with this movie. Like there just has to be. There's so many repetitive things that happen. And then sure enough, I looked it up, and it was like every time somebody gets shot in the head, every time they ask him if he's back, every time someone says his name, like...
So I
was like, this is very dangerous. Like, people are going to get alcohol poisoning over this game. Like,
right.
There should be a disclaimer here.
I rented those movies because of the hype. Like John Wick 3 was super hyped on social media, and everybody loved it. I'm like, what the hell is John Wick? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So I just went on Google Play Movies, and I just looked up the 3 movies, and I rented them.
I like them. I mean, I like it, though.
But the first movie, I mean, spoiler if you haven't seen it, it's like from 2014 or something.
Yeah,
so
you've probably seen it. You're probably way ahead of us.
But the beginning of the movie is ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all, like, his wife dies, so he's sad.
Depressed.
And then, like, he gets a surprise gift from his wife, which is a puppy. And then the bad guys break into his house, beat him up, and then kill his puppy.
That's like some emotional bullshit right there.
Of course he's going to be pissed off. Like, that's like what triggers...
I'm like, you do it for the puppy, John Wick. You do it for that puppy.
But yeah, he basically just goes on a badass, like, killing spree, and I don't know.
Dude, I feel like that puppy, that tipped him. That set him off the edge. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Apparently
he was like, I'm done now.
He set his collection of guns and silencers and knives and stuff in concrete because he didn't plan on using it, and
he left that life, guys.
he left it.
He left
but
that
no,
life, but
after
he's
the
back.
After the puppy, yeah, he's back, and that's one of the drinking things.
I can confirm, based on the drinking game and the movie, that he is back in the game.
Yeah, the boogeyman is back.
Oh, and yeah, every time they see a boogeyman, you have to drink. Anyway, don't play that game. You're gonna die of alcohol poisoning. Like, don't play that game. But you should watch the movie because it's highly entertaining.
It's very action packed.
That's
But
a little.
if you
It's just a little guy.
playing,
Yeah.
if you don't like guns, probably don't watch it. I'm not a gun fan.
If you don't like violence, probably don't watch it. If you don't like blood, probably don't watch it. If you don't like puppies dying, probably don't watch it.
If you don't like Keanu Reeves,
Keanu Reeves.
low key sort of acting style, don't watch it.
But I feel like he does a good job in that role. Like he's so.
Yeah.
I
I also have the Matrix series. I want to watch those.
I don't want to say monotone because that's not what I mean. He's just so like
He's just
casual male,
but serious.
but serious. Yeah, he's a casual male killer. Casual male killer. That should be like a fashion
Jeez, you've had a lot of coffee this morning.
thing. I have had a cup and a half. Casual male killer. That's a good band name.
Okay.
The Casual Male Killers.
One day when we start a band,
Yeah.
maybe I should practice my guitar though.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do in the band.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the hype man, hype woman, hype lady.
A hype lady?
Yeah.
Don't know if that's a real job.
I will make it one. Let's coin that. Let's make that a job.
Okay.
I'll add that to my repertoire of things I do.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So guide us, lady. Where are we heading?
Into the great unknown. Metaphorically
Mm-hmm.
and emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
as well as physically. I'm just kidding. I have no idea where we're headed. Maybe the park later?
No, where are we headed in this podcast?
Oh.
You're the podcasting queen. Your podcast got shouted out by me.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And it was retweeted by, actually retweeted and shared on the story of New Mexico United.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Yeah, they're very good people over there. They're just a good franchise in general.
Yeah.
I still want a Meow Wolf jersey though, and I'm actually, spoiler alert, in talks with Meow Wolf to do an interview there. So
that'd be
I'm
really
excited for that. I will go to Santa Fe for you guys, Meow Wolf.
'Cause
You might be the only ones. but
They're
I'll
for
go.
sure listening.
Oh well, I mean, and they're such a creative hub, and I have so many questions for them that I just like am
I
dying to
want to
ask.
play a game on your phone.
My phone is out of commission. Do you know what that means?
I want to play on this phone.
We're making a
Why is
podcast
Juju?
right
Share
now.
with Juju.
You can use it after the
Yeah,
podcast.
you can share with Juju. She's your sister.
He has such a
Yeah,
big head.
Meow Wolf tweeted something really funny the other day. There's this like weird feud between the governor of Colorado and the governor of New Mexico. So our governor is Michelle Lujan Grisham, who apparently I'm related to.
I actually really like her, so
But
props to her because she's a great governor.
and then the governor of Colorado, which I have no idea his name. I think it's
It doesn't even matter.
yeah, whatever.
It's not
they
even
were
important.
they were tweeting back and forth like the governor of Colorado was like, Pueblo Chili is the best. Pueblo Chili is the best.
Pueblo, Colorado, guys.
New
What?
Mexico sucks or something. And he spelled it CHILI, which is like a big no-no in the chili world.
Right. If you're a New Mexican, you don't
Spell it CHILE.
Chile.
But anyway,
That's like
so
the Texas spelling.
he tweeted that, and then MLG was like, "Oh no, you didn't." Like,
No, you did.
first of all, you spelled it wrong, and like there's this back and forth Twitter thing. This was I don't know when it was. It was like
It's been a couple months.
couple
but
months, but it's been like this weird feud. But Meow Wolf tweeted a tweet, and it was like Colorado be like, our chili is the best, and they spelled it chili CHILI, and then they had like pictures of these bell peppers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's I don't know, it's whatever. And then their alternative newspaper, I think it's called Westworld. Or,
Yeah, it's Westworld.
they published an article about a sign that the tourism department, New Mexico True for New Mexico, they put up a big ad like in downtown Denver. That what did it say? Is like
It said
the-
New Mexico, the Chile, like
the Chi-
spelled correctly, capital of the
the
world.
chili capital of the world.
But they bought it and put it in downtown Denver,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty
like
proud
New
of
Mexico
our
True.
state for that.
Yeah,
Shots
but
fired, everyone.
the guy from Westworld was super offended by that, and he said it was like propaganda, like political propaganda.
Chili propaganda, wow.
Next
level.
And I tweeted at him. I wasn't big mean or anything, but like I tweeted at him, and I said, well, because in the whole article he was referring to chili as chilies,
Yeah.
like Colorado chilies are much better than New Mexico chilies, and that's one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is when people refer to chili, like plural, as chilies.
It's something grammatically, like we don't do that here. Like it's red chili and green chili. It doesn't matter if it's one or several, or it's chopped or it's smothered. It's just chili.
Yeah.
Red chili, green chili.
Yeah.
We don't say red chilies, green chilies, like
Yeah.
plural. It doesn't sound correct. It doesn't work. And it's almost like octopus, octopi, that kind of similarity.
Right.
You know what I mean? The way you say something. And so, yeah, we just say chili. We don't say chilies. So there's a little
Yeah.
New Mexico tidbit for you.
Yeah, it's this dude. Oh, where is he? This is the guy. His name
I like
is...
how Denver's like so sensitive. They're like, I'm offended. And you're like, you would be.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Go back to your like your baked goods and your pot and you'll be fine.
Right.
Go have a brownie. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's what you have going for you, Denver. Embrace it. Have some cookies.
I like Denver.
I do too, but they need to calm down.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe I need to calm down. I'm a little
Yeah.
up and
We
up
get
in arms.
we get fiery about our no pun intended about our
Chili.
chili. And I thought about making some like green chili chicken enchiladas the other day. But I do prefer
Can you
red
say enchiladas again?
enchiladas.
I love the
there's
way you say
a there's a
that, 'cause
hawk
that's
on top of
so
that
New Mexican.
on top of that house. Do you see it?
Caca! There he is.
Yeah.
There's that guy.
There's that guy. He probably ate our little bunny.
Don't you eat our bunny.
He probably did.
He's too little. He's not even a big hawk.
Mm.
You're just a baby bitch hawk. Don't eat our
He's looking
bunny.
around. He could see us. Anyways. Yeah. So Denver.
Yeah, Denver.
Denver.
Stick to what you know, Denver. Bro.
What do they know? They know
Hot.
sports. They do sports. It's a sports town. There's all kinds of sports over there.
Coors.
They do Coors.
They have some good baked stuff and edibles,
Mm-hmm.
bro. They've got some good gastropubs.
Also, in that article, he was like taking jabs at the parched New Mexico soil. I'm like, yeah, it's dry here.
That
But
also
but
adds
honestly,
to the
like
flavor of the chile.
honestly,
Denver.
like Denver isn't much more. It's not like a rainforest up there. A lot of people in Denver think like, oh, it's so green and lush, and like there's all kinds of rain. We get all kinds of rain. I looked up stats yesterday, and Denver gets about like 13 inches of rain each year, which is not a lot.
Yeah,
Albuquerque gets about 9.
yeah,
So we're both dry.
yeah. We're also a mile high as well. We've
Yeah.
said that before, but like
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, where we are right
Santa
now,
Fe.
where we are right here, and if you have an iPhone, this is a cool little trick. I don't know if you knew this, but not too many people use the onboard stock app, the Compass app.
Mm-hmm.
But the Compass app in iPhones is really cool. First of all, it tells you which direction is north, which is really nice.
It's good to know.
Shows you your coordinates. So we Albuquerque's 35 north, 106 west, but it also shows you your elevation.
Ooh.
So right now where we are, we're 5490 feet above sea level. So right now where we are, we're about 200 feet
Is this?
higher. Anyways, so there you have it. So what else is going on in your life?
About
Podcasting,
Yeah, lots of podcasting.
your shop.
Yeah.
You might be interviewed in a Las Vegas podcast.
Oh yeah, I got asked to be interviewed on a different podcast out of Las Vegas called Creative Rebellion. That should be cool. Hopefully that'll work out. I don't know. She seems like a nice podcaster. I looked up her podcast yesterday. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm going to. We are set up to do an interview with KRQE soon on the news.
You and your brother? Mm-hmm. Oh, your
Which would be
podcast is
nice.
called What's Up ABQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Up ABQ?
Yep. Our Instagram handle is ABQ What's
What's
Up?
Up?
Because somebody
there's a-
already took What's Up ABQ, even though they're not using it. You
Well,
jerks.
Here's what's cool about your guys' setup. You guys have a website that you pay for, I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's
And it's
through
called
Squarespace
ABQ
or
What's Up?
something. Yeah, at whatsupabq.com. It's
see.
What's Up
Have
ABQ.
you been there?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Oh, and then we're going to be in New Mexico Marketplace this month. And it's a magazine here. And then they're launching a new magazine called New Mexico Woman, and we are doing a little spread on that as well in November, December. So that will be good.
Nice.
Although I feel like I need to get a haircut for all of these things.
Hmm.
I'm feeling a little rugged. I don't know. feel like I should put some time into my public image because
You gonna go to the G.I. Jane mode or?
No. I just need to like maybe clean up the haircut a little bit and like I don't know. I thought about dyeing my hair or something.
Riveting.
I know, really fascinating stuff. I don't usually dye my hair, but I would like to kind of get it lifted more blonde.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, we don't have to talk about this because it's stupid. First world problems again. There's a timer going off, though. Jesus. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's what's up in my life. It's just been kind of busy, in a good way. Really happy to be doing the things I'm doing, and I'm very #blessed as well. No, I don't. It's the result of a lot of hard work and unpaid hours. So,
Can you share with Brad?
but it's finally starting to kind of come full circle, and that's good. We have some sponsors that just signed on for ad space, and that's exciting. That means I will be getting paid at some point. But first on the agenda is buying a new mic. So
I can play on your little phone.
Juju's not in charge.
So
She's not the boss.
Why don't you check with Connor and Luke because they have a little phone too. Go check. Anyways, yeah. So for this podcast, we don't get paid. We don't get sponsors. We don't really ask. We have a lot of episodes, which is cool.
Yeah, it is. It's like a
This is my I don't know. I enjoy it.
yeah.
I like it.
I do too when it goes well. There's
Yeah.
times where I feel frustrated,
Yeah.
but
Can I even mention?
sure, if you have to.
So this month we have one podcast that was published, another one that was published and then taken down. And then we
He said no.
Okay, go play with your trains for a little bit. Or take these. You can play with these.
in there.
Yeah, take them in there. See if you can find some
Yep,
dinos.
and we're almost done. So we're going to come inside in a minute. But yeah, I think we had a couple of them that were going pretty good, and then we just kind of
Then they went to shit.
we pissed each other off and then kind of blew up in our face.
Yeah.
And now they're not published. They're recorded, but then we got pissed off at each other and just stopped. So
Well, you guys don't want to hear us
Yeah.
like fighting over a podcast. We don't want to air dirty
Yeah,
laundry all over
yeah.
a podcast.
And we have a lot of-
like everybody has it.
a lot of
Doesn't mean you
stuff
want to
that
listen to it.
we're working on. Do you feel like you've had some growth this week at all? Hi, Riley.
Yeah, but I don't really want to talk about it on a podcast. It's sort of personal, you know.
Well, there's stuff that's not personal for me. Like I feel like
Well, I
I've
was
grown.
I was talking about the first world problem thing. That's part of it,
Yeah.
you know.
Could I have some water?
I don't think
is
that
that?
was one of our kids.
No.
That was somebody else's kid. Thank God, we're not the only ones.
Hold this, and I'll get it right.
We just heard a yelling kid, but it wasn't
Grab
ours.
it.
We both
Let me
stopped
get
and
you
we're
some
like,
water.
wait, what? Nope, not ours. Okay.
Could you give
It's
me
pretty
the
funny, like,
water?
as a parent, when you get used to your own kids' like yells and screams and noises, and you're like in a group of children, like at a park, you can tell like if it's your kid or not. That's hilarious to me. Like, yeah, because you like kind of learn to tune out all the other kid noises, and you're just like, nope, not mine. Don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I don't know. It was, yeah, we had, like Lorenzo said, we had a couple of podcasts that we had done, and we just like weren't happy with the outcome, and so we probably won't put them up. But
So, I'm gonna come clean a little bit.
all right.
In one of the podcasts, I was here kind of recording, and I felt like I was saying pretty good things. But then I started to like, right in front of you, just started to just kind of passive aggressively started saying things that I knew was going to piss you off,
Yeah, I know. You do that a lot.
and it really worked. But one of the things that I'll come clean about is like, so first and foremost,
Yeah.
I am super duper proud. Oh, excuse me.
Golly gee whiz. That's swell.
No, like I'm really proud of like what you and your brother are doing with
thank
ABQ. What's up, ABQ? It's not like
You're
they're
like that one podcast.
I
know
have
what it
I
is.
have criticisms about it. Like I wouldn't do it the way you guys are doing it. Like as far as like
But
the
that's
technical
okay.
side,
You're
about the
allowed.
technical side.
That's always up for improvement. Believe me, I'm with you on that. We need
Yeah.
to get our funding settled. And
No,
then
like
we
the
need to
funding
buy,
and the marketing is
Then
fantastic.
we need to buy a new mic.
The
because I
funding
don't
and
like
the
it
funding and everything is fantastic. I feel like when I listen to it, like there's like the little breaks you have, like there are different volumes, and sometimes it like blows out my speakers, and like with that weird electronic, like really gritty music.
Yeah.
But you guys are landing these interviews with people that are really great. You guys have great conversation. The sound sometimes I would just do it differently.
No,
but,
and can I say something? Well, part of that, and I agree with you. I think the sound is not my favorite, and that's something we are trying to improve with the money that we have.
What's interesting though is we use the same phones. But it's the software. Anyways.
Well, anyway, so also we do our interviews on site with people, and so we never know going in, like, is it going to be echoey? Is it going to be gritty? Like, where are these people wanting to be interviewed? Is it going to be, like, are we going to get a lot of feedback? Part of what we would like to improve and do is, like, our friends John and Gio are building a studio behind their house. Oh my gosh.
I thought that was a spider.
So did I.
There's just these giant spiders all over our house right now. Anyways, go ahead. So you want to record at their studio?
That's the idea. We would like to do all of our breaks and our ad stuff recorded in the studio, so it's all the same sound. And once that's done, they have offered to let us utilize that, so I think we're going to, which will be nice. And then also, we need to kind of figure out too, like, we're going to buy a new mic, we're going to test it, and hopefully that improves the sound quality of our on-site interviews. But if it doesn't, we might start bringing people into the studio to do interviews.
Right.
It's just a little harder to schedule that because people work, they have stuff going on. You know,
You're not sharing with me.
there's kids that interrupt you constantly.
Well, this is our podcast, whatever. No, like, okay, so
and
here's
hold
my
on.
okay.
Can I go
My
ahead?
input is like it doesn't. Part of the problem is the recording software you use on your phone.
Talk to my brother.
For
that's it.
whatever reason, Apple's voice memo app has really good software that they fine tune and tweak the processing of voice and recording so that it sounds really good. Right now we are recording on an iPhone, and this recording is used on the voice memos app.
Yes, I understand. You've
But
explained this. to me.
I'm saying, like, if you record using some other third-party software, it's not going to come out as good, even though it's going through the same hardware, the mic. So you can get awesome hardware, and it's going to sound maybe better, but if you're still using that third-party software that gives you bad noise, then it's. Anyways.
You want Baby Shark?
Okay, give me that. I'll put Baby Shark on for you in the living room TV. Okay.
No!
Oh.
Yes, I'm aware of that, and that's I get it.
Baby Shark's
There's a
on the
lot
living
of
room TV?
improvement that needs to happen,
No!
which is great, and that's one of those things that, like, oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and parenting pause, guys. Sorry about that.
Okay, we're back.
See how long this lasts.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to lose my shit, to be honest.
No, like that's
Like,
that's
I'm-
fine.
I'm on the verge of shit losing.
You're a parent of 3 kids.
4
It's
this
funny.
week.
Yeah, 4 this week. We have 4 our nephew, and that's crazy. And like okay, so can I just say, like, I've been at work and I'm dealing with my own thing, but it really doesn't compare to like what you're dealing with taking the kids and stuff. I'm gonna give you.
Thank you.
Like, I know that's stressful. I'm not
It's-
even gonna talk about like what stresses me out sometimes, because I know that it might look like I'm trying to compete or compare, like, oh, I have more stress than you, but that's not the case.
I am not a nurturing person by nature. Like, I'll be the first to say it. I am not a nurturing
Are you
person.
naughty by nature?
I might be. Hip Hop Hooray. Wait, that's the wrong band, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway, I am not like a very lovey-dovey, cuddly, like warm, like,
You're not a mother
sweetheart."
goose?
No, not at all. I'm definitely like you need to get your shit together, please, and calm down.
You're
kind
more
of
of like a mother owl.
Yeah.
Like, you'll regurgitate food into their mouths.
I will
but
basically
if-
eat one of those kids if they start giving me shit.
But if the little one gets eaten, like, okay, that's fine.
One less for me to worry about. Whoo. Just kidding. Okay.
You kind of like to live at night too, and anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a night owl. It's hard for me to go to sleep at night because that's like the only time I have to myself. So I'm
Yeah.
like, do I get rest so that the day tomorrow goes better, or
That's a
do I
constant
enjoy
fight.
myself
And
because
here-
I really just want to do what I want to do right now?
Can I just say one thing about that too?
Yeah.
I enjoy my time at night a lot, but now that the school year has started and we're into it, we're like a month in.
Yeah.
I have to be at my school by 7:00. That means
Oh, I know.
That means I have to wake up at 5:30. That means when I get home, like, and the kids are in bed, like we try to start bedtime around 7. Usually they're sleeping by like 7:45, 8.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, I've been looking at my clock. Like, once they're all asleep, and I'm like, oh crap, it's like already like 9:00.
I gotta go to sleep.
Like, oh crap, like my body like feels like it needs to shut down. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot like sit through a movie or a show or like talk with you.
I was amazed that we got through as much of the movie last night as we did.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, play with Play-Doh
go
at the
give
table.
it to
Go,
her.
bye, see you later. Play-Doh time. Hooray. And here we go again. I'm also a very impatient person, and I do not like repeating myself. That is not a good trait to have when you're dealing with kids, especially small kids who maybe don't process what you're saying right away, or need extra reminders, or need extra help with things. I'm a very independent person. I'm very self-assured and I don't know. I don't want to say self-made, but I'm a very independent person, and I have been since a very small age just because I had to be. And so it's very hard for me to have people depending on me because I'm like, it's not that hard. You can figure it out. Like, just do what you need to do. I forget that my kids are little and that they don't know what they need to do sometimes. And so it's hard for me because I hate repeating myself. I hate having to like break it down into little tiny steps and be like, oh my gosh, okay, first you get your socks, then you get your shoes, then you do this, then you do that. You're not doing the timer again.
No, I get that too, and that's hard. It's hard for me too. Like, well, I don't know.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to recap for people. So this last week, we've had my nephew for the last 5 days. My parents are in St. Louis at a conference. He goes to the same school as Luke, our second grader. And so typically my dad will pick up Luke in the morning and take him to school with my nephew. So that's kind of nice because I just get him ready. He gets picked up.
Is it Connor's turn?
Yes, yeah, the timer went off. Go.
What?
The timer went off. I turned it off just now.
Like, what? He got a way longer turn
Oh
than
my
wh-
freaking
who-
God.
Who was just doing it just now? Connor or you?
How about we just put it away and nobody does it? That would be a great solution.
It's actually still your turn. You got 15 more minutes.
This is what I'm talking about.
Anyways.
So extra kid all week. On top of that, I usually don't take Luke to school.
I'll figure
Kill me now, God.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I never pictured myself having any children, let alone 3, and an extra this week. Like, I am not that person, and it is really hard for me because I am not a motherly individual. It still blows my mind that I have kids at all. Like, I know that sounds really terrible, but like, I never pictured myself having kids. And there was a long time in my late teens, early 20s where I just didn't want kids, and I was like, nah, I'm good without them. Now I have 3, so there you go. I think it keeps me humble, probably, and grounded, and a little bit insane.
Yeah.
However,
Dude,
so
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
no. So, like, I've had to readjust our entire schedule, get 4 kids ready to be out the door and at the school by 7:30 in the morning by myself, which is really hard, because they're all different ages. My 3-year-old doesn't ever want to put clothes on, and when I do put clothes on her, she gets naked and runs around the house and strips down, like, in 5 minutes. My 4-year-old is very particular. He wants to eat his breakfast first. He's very, like, if the routine is dismantled at all, he loses his shit.
Even a little bit. Like, and he loses his shit a lot. Like,
Yeah.
like
No variation, guys.
he's... And yeah, this is his personality. He's like...
He's a perfectionist, actually.
When he's low-key, he's low-key. And that word, that term low-key, I'm finding it means something different with the teens.
Uh-huh.
But, like, when he's good, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
But if his routine, like you said, is like
Disrupted at all.
even like just like a little bit, it's meltdown city. So anyways, yeah. So you've been dealing with that.
So I've been dealing with him and his, like, I have to delicately balance and keep things consistent for him. Then I have a 7-year-old who seems to think that he knows everything and that he knows exactly what he wants, how he wants it, the best choices. No, I don't want to get dressed. No, I don't want to eat that. You're so unfair. You're never nice to me. He got more than me. It's always an argument with every little thing. Doesn't matter what it is. I could be like, here, wear what you want. And he'd be like, you need to do this and tell me what to wear. Like, it just doesn't matter. He would
He's a
argue
little
no
bit
matter
cold.
what.
He's headstrong.
He's stubborn.
He's smart. He doesn't like affection, like hugs.
He's like a cat.
He's very stubborn. He likes to get what's on his mind out. Doesn't matter what it is. Like if he wants to tell us something and we cut him off or interrupt him, like that frustrates him the most. But he likes to just yeah.
He and I are a lot alike.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we butt heads so much. But I will literally try different strategies with this kid. Like, okay, we're going to put your clothes out the day before school so that it's ready. Or we're going to pack your lunch ahead of time. Or we're going to pack your backpack and we're going to make sure everything's, and I feel like it doesn't matter what I do with him. There is always pushback and there is always an argument. And I'm like, I literally don't know what else to do with you because I have tried everything. Like, I almost sent him to school in pajama pants yesterday. Because he just, flat out refused to get dressed. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. You don't want to get dressed? Go to school like that.
Did he go to school naked?
The school can call me if they care. Like, I don't care anymore.
So what happened?
He finally, when I was like, okay, everybody line up by the door, we're leaving. He's like, wait, I need to get dressed. I'm like, well, no shit. Really? Because I've been saying that for 2 hours. But anyway. And then I have an extra kid who, he's pretty good in the mornings. Crap, did we give him his medicine this morning?
Yes, I did. Okay. Is this first world problems?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Like, are there people thinking like, wow, lady, first world problems?
Yeah, I'm sure there's people that don't have kids or can't have kids that are like, I wish I had those problems. I get that. Believe me, I wish you had these problems too. I would gladly give them to you on any Monday morning. Do you think I'm kidding?
I don't know. Okay.
I'm sorry, did I offend you?
No, it's a little insensitive to them though.
No, this is real life with kids. It's not like kids don't like complete you and make this happy little family. There's some shit that goes down when you have kids that is not pleasant.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, that's just being real. And I'm sorry if that like offends anybody, but like it is what it is. Kids are hard. And having an extra kid is hard. And this week has been a shit show. And so I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I'm finished. And thank God your mom called this morning and was like, can I take them tomorrow for a little bit? I'm like, yes, take them for a long time. Because I need to, like, reset. I have been, like, balancing and teetering on this, like, tightrope walk with kids all week. And I am, like, I am burned out.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm sorry.
I had so much to say, but it's, like, all gone.
I'm sorry. I totally fucked that for you. My bad.
I didn't say that.
Buy new cups all the time.
What?
I don't know.
New cups?
That they broke their glass.
Oh, no, we don't buy new cups. We use mason jars.
All right. Well, I guess this is a good time to wrap.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be, like, negative. It's just, like, that's what's on my mind.
Oh, that's my...
And that's what's been going on, like, this week. And that's where I'm at. And sometimes, as a parent, that's where you get to be.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'm not going to sugarcoat it because it's not fun.
No, that's fine. Like, you are you, and nobody's in your shoes. Nobody knows how you feel. I don't know. I think part of being human is trying to have
Riley.
empathetic feelings towards other people, trying to understand where they're coming from.
Riley,
but
go
of
inside.
course, none of us will ever do
Then
that.
I want to play a game on your phone.
No. Why don't you just go in there?
Gross, son. This all week. All week long. Times 4. I never. You always. How come
So
he
I'm gonna
gets
say.
more?
So what are you listening to?
What am I listening to?
I want to play
Kids whine
on
mostly.
this one.
No. Go in there.
Yeah, this is, oh my god. This is the week I've had, like, in a nutshell. You guys can all listen. I have been listening to Kay Roosevelt again.
Oh, I like Kay Roosevelt.
Yeah. Yes, go inside and do that in your room, please.
This is with the wonderful.
World of parenting. I really think the neighbors
it like-
neighbors probably really appreciate this right now.
When he cries like that, I feel it like in my spine, which is weird.
Yeah. Oh,
And
another
there's a fucking
timer.
timer. Let's pause. Actually, let's just get through this. Let's wrap.
Welcome to the next 18 years. Let's just get through it.
No, I don't want to just get through it.
That was a joke.
Okay,
Calm
anyways,
down.
go ahead.
Oh
What
my
are
gosh.
you listening to?
Been listening to Apso Facto. And then I've been listening to Finley, which is a band that I like. Finley. And then Foles, actually. Foles, they have a couple new songs out, like a new EP. And I really like it a lot. So, what have you been listening
that
to?
it?
Yeah, mostly.
I've been trying to kind of broaden my scope. I think I've said on the podcast before that I listen to what Google tells me to listen to, which
Yeah.
has seriously been like the same 3 bands over and over and over and over. It's like
And Google
It's like-
keeps trying to force Third Eye Blind on us.
like here, like if I just press play on the, because I use YouTube Music. Okay, now it's starting to mix it up a little bit
It's
because
listening to you. It's like, oh,
yeah, because I've been
Crap, I
so
better mix it up.
Borns, like they've been making me listen to Borns,
Lots of Tame Impala,
of Monsters and Men, Arctic Monkeys, Young the Giant. Good grief, Young the Giant, and then there's that.
Riley, stop.
This is painful.
Yeah, it really is. Riley, stop, please.
Hold this. Okay, Google, stop.
Props to all those parents who have it together. And if you do, I salute you. We definitely don't.
What's that band? Crap, what are they called? I think my mind's
I
just
was
trying
saying
to
Tame
like.
Impala because it's
No,
always
yeah, Tame Impala plays a lot,
like all the time.
like all the time, yeah. But,
And then-
but there's the one band like that we like them. Oh, here it is. Well, Bare Hands,
I love Bare Hands, and they're
and
coming
then
in
there's the
October.
album. It's like an orange album cover, and there's like a bunch of like people in like sports equipment.
Glass Animals.
Glass Animals, over and over and over. Like, I'm done with Glass Animals right now.
Right, yeah.
Right now, because Google just wants to play it over and over and over. And then for a while it was what's that dumb folky Denver band that
Oh my gosh, the Lumineers over and over.
Lumineers. So anyways, I've been trying to kind of mix it up.
Well, that's like
A
the
little
other
bit.
day. Google kept trying to play Third Eye Blind, and
Yeah.
I'd skip it, and then it would come back to it, and I'm like, no, Google, I don't want to listen to this, like ever.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make me listen to Third Eye Blind.
Right.
Like, what is?
So I've been listening to so Get Up Kids have a new album. It's like old emo. It's like the transition from like old emo, like Sunny Day Real Estate, into like new emo, like Dashboard Confessional. It's like the halfway point between those two bands. The Get Up Kids, I've always loved them. They have a new album. It's called Problems, and that brought me to Saves the Day. Which I like. They're probably one of my favorite bands of all time. I love Saves the Day. I've also been listening to the new Lana Del Rey album a bit.
I haven't actually heard that yet.
It's good. She has a like the songs on here are really good.
Yeah.
And there's one. It's called Doing Time. It's a cover of Sublime.
I was just listening to Sublime yesterday. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because Sublime sampled that from Billie Holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's Sublime sampling Billie Holiday, sampling Lana Del Rey.
Right.
Like,
So it's a good album. I've been listening to a lot of City and Color as I study. It's good, like studying music, I guess. I've also been trying to get back to like I've been trying to like broaden like as far as not just genres but time periods. So I never got into Led Zeppelin.
I love Led Zeppelin.
ever. Like I never got into them. I knew of them. I knew some of their songs. I liked the songs that I heard on the radio. Like they were good. So I just downloaded just the self-titled Led Zeppelin, the 1969 album. And there's like, okay, so I think I know of like one of these songs that was on the radio. I think it's the first song. But no, this album is just like, it blew my mind. Like I listened to it cover to cover, and it was like I don't know.
That's
It's just crazy to me.
Is mind blowing. They're amazing.
And this album came out in 1969. I don't know. I feel like it was ahead of its time, and it's musically like complex. And the drummer, I know that I've heard of the drummer, and I know that he's like a legend as far as like a drum kit goes. But anyways, like I've been listening to that. I've been listening to a lot of Ray Charles. The album I was listening to from Ray Charles doesn't look like I added it. I need to add it, but it was the 1959 album. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm like rambling right now. I promise you I'm gonna not rap, but I'm gonna wrap up.
You can rap if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Sure.
You're so close.
Dang it, what is it called? Let's see. Anyways, yeah. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Go to album. It's called. Oh no, that's not it. Never mind. I've been listening to Ray Charles, and also like I feel like this sounds weird, but I feel like I'm
The coffee.
being more aware of.
Mom, can I hold the coffee?
I'm really trying to get a really good thought right now, but I've been. Okay, so Beyond Control from King's Kaleidoscope. I like it. Sorry, I'm trying. You're doing your arm thing like you're pissed off at me.
No, I'm not. I'm just your kid is stressing me out here.
I know. But that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think this was a better podcast.
I think we're at that moment where we need to go. Okay,
Yeah.
we're done now.
No, we're done right now. I'm
Like
wrapping.
learn to cut it off.
I'm done. That's me cutting it off. But
Awesome.
I'm wrapping up.
Cool.
But I feel like this is a better podcast. Thank you. I know that,
Wow.
What?
Now you're getting mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm saying thank you.
All right.
All right. You want to say anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Have a good Saturday, everyone. Stop, please. That's going to break it.